Welcome to our Devos. We are going to put a bow on this week as we have concluded the idea of private resolutions bringing public results. So many times do we make public declarations and then we don't have the results to back them up. When in reality, if you look at Daniel's life in Daniel chapter 1, we see that he made this private oath to God and to a handful of people that a group of his friends weren't going to eat a certain way. And then God honors him publicly, which is the end result of every resolution that we want in our lives. We don't care about what people think of us, but we want God to receive glory when the resolutions come to pass. And that's what happens. Let your results do the talking. You just do the work. Let your results do the talking. You just do the work. I envision Daniel sitting down every single day for the 10 days that he was given permission not to eat the king's food. And I imagine him sitting there with his little plate of celery and, some kale and some tomatoes and water. And I picture if it was 2023, he would take a, picture on his phone and put it to Instagram and say, suffering for the kingdom's sake, kale for life, 2023, Daniel is holy. Okay, that is letting the work do all the talking. And that's what so many people do. When people are starting a new habit, they post about it. When people are zealous about something, they tell everyone in the world about it. And then in a year when it fizzles out, they're embarrassed and they don't want to do anything again. Instead, let the results do the talking. You focus on doing the work. The work is where the action is. The little bit of behavioral change that you have in the resolution that God has put in your heart, that's where the money is. Not in telling everyone about it, because the results are going to speak for themselves. Daniel chapter 1, verse 15, it says, at the end of the 10 days, it was seen that they were better in appearance and fatter in the flesh than all the youths who ate the king's food. All the people, all the other people that were taken from the nation of Israel that were eating all the steak and the bacon and all the food, those were the guys that were like skinnier and not as strong. And then Daniel comes out and he's ripped. He got a six-pack. He's like, what's up, vegan? What's going on? I'm ready to kill this thing. Like, he let his results do the talking. He didn't say, ho, how's that meat? Did you see my abs? No. He just did the work. That's the hard part. It's easy. Talk is so cheap. But the work. And it happened in private. He just asked permission from the king's employee, the chief eunuch. He got his group of friends and they all agreed to do it. And the results spoke for themselves. Right now, you're at that place where you want to start something new. I want to encourage you something. Just commit it to the Lord and say, Lord, I want just the joy that I get from doing what you want me to do to be the joy that I require. And I don't want the dopamine hit of the reward of everyone saying, attaboy, attagirl. I don't want that. Instead, what I want is I want to know that I'm doing this just to please you. I want to do the right thing because it's the right thing, not because I have an audience. When you get to that place, you gain so much control about how to thrive in a world that's unfriendly to your development as a Christian. When you're willing to allow only Jesus to be the one who dictates the audience that you have, well, that means that you become impermeable to the fear of man. And that puts you in a position to glorify God and to have the public results done by your private resolutions. Give him glory because he's the reason why you got to this place to begin with.